Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name's Anthony, and welcome back to HOB'S Barrow. Just sitting outside the post office, waiting for the postman to arrive. Very riveting gameplay, I know.
Perhaps I can look through that window to see if my crate is inside.
Oh, that's another option. Thank you. Thomasina. Almost forgot your name there for a second. Oh, this window. I didn't realize that was a window. Oh, there's your crate.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it.
Well, how are we going to get it?
I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence.
It just might.
I'm going to have to get in there.
That is the plan. So I guess we're not waiting for the postman to get back. Who needs patience when you have breaking and entering? Can I just break into his door?
Oi, keep away from that door. I promise Mr. Price I keep an eye on his storeroom while he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Long. You were friendly a second ago. Can I get rid of Mr. Long?
Good day.
Any way possible. Postmaster, railway station. Look, yeah, he already told me about the postman. I need to move my face out of the way. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now you can see the whole inventory and all of the dialogue when I talk to people. Railway
Your
station.
opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
Yeah, I already talked to him.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tab?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
He's fine. This didn't even give me a chance to get rid of him. Alright, I'm just gonna go walk around a little bit. Maybe I'll go back to the bar and see if there's anything inside of there that will progress the story somehow. I know I can try to convince the Stanley here to open a tab on my behalf. Yeah, just open a tab.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you.
Oh, that's good.
So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye.
Not that
it's
much.
Not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
I can give him someone else's necklace. Is that compensation enough?
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it?
My, this is Mrs. Duplancy's jewelry. You're stealing jewelry from an old woman?
Aye, silver. That'll do.
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr.
Yes, maybe I can give all of the ale to Mr. Long over there, get him drunk. He can pass out in his lawn.
That's 2 pence on your account.
And then I can sneak into the postmaster's office. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Most agreeable.
She drank it. Well, there goes my plan down the window. Down the drain. Maybe I can go talk to Mr. Long again, and maybe he'll accept my drink offer this time. You want to go get a drink this time around?
Good day.
You're just going to stand here for the next 3 days?
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really? We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doesn't matter.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
Exactly.
You're right. One drink won't take long. I
Yes.
shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
My plan is slowly coming together.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch.
You're a very interesting man,
That's
Mr.
me.
Long.
I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
No, well, what is... No! I want to break into
Couldn't
the
even get a
storeroom.
word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does. Hello?
Good day.
You want to get another drink with me?
Can I buy you another?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take
I
you
can.
up on your offer, Miss.
Let us make our way.
Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna get him drunk enough so that he doesn't care about guarding the postmaster's place.
I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Wait, one more drink, Mr. Long.
I'm here to excavate HOB'S Barrow, not HOB'S barrels.
I have a plan, Thomasina. You just need to follow through and act accordingly. I did get an achievement, though. I'm running my tab up extra high this weekend. Hey, Cyril, you want to go talk to Mr. Long right now?
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
Himself, Leonard Solder, Henry Long.
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley.
Couldn't
Turns
believe
the
it.
stomach, that does.
Disgusting.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah, you're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine.
Do you want to go have another debate with him?
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Follow me.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Ha ha! Cyril, you're
Very
a
droll, Cyril.
fucking
Well,
comedian.
it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Don't leave me, Cyril. You better stay right here. Alright, good. He's staying here. Now I can just offer Mr. Long a good old drink again for the 7th time today. And he won't be none the wiser.
I suppose one more.
Let us make...
Here we go. This is... Now my plan is coming together.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Yeah, you should tell
Idiot!
Cyril that. There we go. Now it's kicking off.
That station is the worst decision this village has ever made.
Like clockwork.
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
It probably will kill you, to be honest. I can't go in this way. Yep, go in through the
Locked.
house. Yes, I know. Just go
I
in
need
through
to
the
get
house.
inside without a...
I know. Go in the
He's
house.
currently debating the merits of the railway station at the inn.
That was the point of bringing him there,
currently
yes. Do I actually have to, like, get his house key or something?
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate.
No, I want to steal his key. Come on, just let me in. Oh, the hell? Alright, little girl.
Good
and
day, little
dolls.
one. What's your name?
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
You want me to hit him?
I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name, little one?
Jane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jane. My name is Thomasina.
The dolls.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much.
That's
Today
good.
was their best day.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
I will
Don't
stop
worry,
him.
Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Oh, where is home?
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
I mean, that'll get back at him.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss. Hey! Stay away from that!
Why?
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Fine.
Alright, you warned me. And I'll stay away from it. Alright, now off to find the little girl's brother somewhere. That's where I found the vicar. Is this area just a dead end? Oh no, this way.
I shall see
Hey.
you later this evening, gents. Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
A weird interaction. Okay, he
Some nerve.
just decided to vaporize.
You're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
They just walk up on a bunch of lumberjacks.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Why?
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
That's supposed to mean something to me. I just want to pass
Tell
through.
me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work. We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Oh, is this the boy? This must be the guy, the little boy that stole the doll.
Hello there. My
Please
name's
be him.
Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Yes! Finally. Give your sister a doll
Do
back.
you know a man called...
No.
That's not the question I wanted to ask him. This is the boy that stole the doll. Why can't I ask him about it? Like, I can't do anything with him? Like, he took the doll! Maybe I have to go talk to the little girl again. I don't know. That's a trowel right there. I did not know that was even an item.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it.
Maybe I have to talk to the girl again about all and get all of her dialogue options out of the way.
Have you heard of a place called HOB'S Barrow?
I have, yes.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
What?
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
That's,
You will?
That's a deal.
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will.
That's the dialogue option I needed. There we go. Now I can find the doll. Beautiful. Wally, how you doing? Now I can go talk to him. Where'd you put Myrtle?
Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
Is that before or after you took the doll?
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
The hell are the fair folk?
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's true, and I gave him a doll.
Goodbye.
Alright, no point arguing with kids anymore. I'm just gonna go dig up my doll for the little girl. And here we are, through the archway, into the mushroom patch. Mushroom patch. Now we can dig it
Better
up.
not touch them.
Nope, not what I
It
wanted
looks like
to do.
something has been...
Yes, I know. Take the trowel and you dig it on up. Just don't touch the mushrooms. Oh. I think she touched the mushrooms.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Kind of weird timing for a flashback. Maybe she has a flashback of when she used to run through the mushroom patches. Yep, yep, I knew it.
Hello, fairies.
Oh, she used to believe the fairies were the mushrooms as well. I guess
There
it's a little
you are,
kid thing.
Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Better not. Father, you're actually walking around.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms
Well,
over
you
there?
shouldn't.
Yes.
That's a gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
To get your head out of the gutter.
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition.
The poison of
Please
enthusiasm.
always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash.
No fun
is
for
it?
you, Josephine. hogwash. There's no fun allowed on this manor.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
Of course he did. He's the one that took it. And he said he gave him to the fairies, or the fair folk. There she is. It's kind of disgusting. Get those
This
worms
must be
out of
Jane's
here.
ragdoll.
It has a very realistic, manly face on it. It's kind of creepy.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
Now...
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm.
Ooh.
This may come in handy. I'll keep it.
And then I can use the hairpin.
At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
That is true. I can use the hairpin to use it as a lockpick to unlock the post office. I am a genius. Genius that also loses his sense of direction because the little girl was this away.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle!
She's jumping for joy.
I missed you so much.
Now where's HOB'S Barrow?
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
That's not part of the... That wasn't part of the deal. Oh my
Come
god.
back!
Now I'm gonna have to find her again.
It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
That's what was running through my head as well. Oh, you're not very good at hiding. Come here, come back here. You're not getting away from me. You're gonna get crushed by a tree. They're cutting down trees in here. You're not good at this.
Jane?
You're very loud.
Jane! Get out of there!
Okay, now you want to be...
Don't make me come in!
I say, now you want to be silent. This is the last thing I want to be doing right now.
Curses! The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Make it bigger. Probably gonna need a shovel or something. But either way, I can open up the post office and be on my way with that objective anyway. So that's good. Go to the post office and you can pick the lock. Oh, no, I need
The door is...
Yep, I need to get the hairpin out of my inventory first.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Kenneth's a wise man, a very experienced man at that, in the breaking and entering category. We all
I
good?
snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
Well, that's good. I'm the kind of man if you just snap the
Let's
hairpin
open this envelope.
for the hell of it. Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London and I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating.
Frustrating.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know.
I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother?
That was a weird, intrusive thought.
I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
And Thomasina, you have all kinds of parental problems.
Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man.
Kenneth?
It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that.
Well, at least you did something
my
right.
lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here.
Right,
no money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient.
And no oil for your lamp as well.
Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
Well, the money will come rolling in once we find HOB'S Barrow. I have a trowel, a lantern, and a chisel now. I should have the tools available to dig out that little girl out of the hole. If that's not enough tools for you, Thomasina, I don't know how many tools you need. Alright, here we go. Use a trowel on the hole. There we go.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
Now the hole's bigger. Come on out, Jane. You're not gonna be hiding from me much longer.
Jane!
I wish I filled my lamp up with oil,
Jane?
but whatever.
Jane?
Remix! I can't go any farther. I need to fill up my lantern. I just have no idea who has oil in this town. I mean, the blacksmith might have oil. Mr. Crozier, do you have any oil on you?
Good day.
You have a lamp on you.
Yes.
I can see that. Lantern.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass.
Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
Absolutely
None,
zero.
I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What do you want?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Are you willing to trade a hotel room key? Are you willing to trade a lantern? I know what it is. He has a fossil, right? He has a fossil, right? Actually, my face is in the way, but trust me, there's a fossil on his door right here. So he likes fossils, and there's a fossil in the woods. And I have a chisel, so I can go in the woods, carve out the part of the fossil, give it to him, and then he can give me some of the oil. Is that how this works? Fossil. Use it. Grab the chisel, use it on the fossil. Yeah, buddy, give me that fossil.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
How long did that take you? Oh, Mr. Crozier, I have a fossil for you.
Thanks for...
Aye.
That's not how you do it. Just let me do it. Fossil. There we go.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar.
Yeah, it's on your door.
I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
You just helped me find a little girl in a dark space. That doesn't sound very good. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Paraffin, and then you do it with that. Does that work? There we go. Now we can go on inside the hole. Oh, Jane, where are you? Are you still alive? There's a lot of flies in here. Be some sort
Jane, come out at once.
of rotting corpse at the end of this tunnel. My heart is beating kind of fast. Is that a sign of something? Jane, where are you? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a raccoon or a skunk? That's a skunk. What am I saying?
Goodness me.
Goodness me. Jane, did you get eaten? How? What kind of teleportation powers do you have?
Silly. What are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find HOB'S Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. HOB'S Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Thank you, Jane. You're probably the most helpful person in this village.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance, the townsfolk of Bewley who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find HOB'S Barrow, the suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh, the story's getting interesting. Oh, this is a nice little farm. It's far from little, to be honest, but let's see if there's anyone home. Most likely not. Oh, finally someone answers the door.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye, what do you want, lass?
I understand HOB'S Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years.
What?
Last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Oh, what just happened? Alright, that's a lot of exposition that just revealed itself.
Was there a previous excavation of HOB'S Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
Are you sure you still want to go after this HOB'S Barrow, Thomasina? This seems kind of cursed.
You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit HOB'S Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate HOB'S Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass?
Exactly.
Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
As you wish. I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden. Wouldn't you like to find out more about Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there? I'll try to convince him.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see HOB'S Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Sorry about that.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Oh, the letters. That's right.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate HOB'S Barrow.
What do you think about that?
Making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting to outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
I'm sure
so
it does.
where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
All right.
The smell of damp soil and rotting vegetation.
All right, let's head up to HOB'S Barrow. Get ourselves a look at the ground. Nice little tread through the muddy soil. AR, probably the farmer's initials.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
Actually, no, his name is Bryden. What am I saying? Maybe it's him and his wife.
Here it is. HOB'S Barrow.
You gonna start digging, Thomasina? Curiosity gonna get the best of you?
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Curiosity's gonna get the best of her and drive her mad. I probably need to bring all of my equipment back here to actually excavate it, so I'm gonna leave this episode of HOB'S Barrow here. In this episode, it took a little bit to get into the thick of things, but once I figured everything out, I got it, and now I have officially found HOB'S Barrow, and I'm staring at it, and it just needs to be excavated. So for now, arrivederci.